5th time's a charm. I think I forgot how to do this. Hi guys. It's been a while. I have a lot to show you. I have some crochet, I have some knit, a little purchasing. Yeah. It's I've been very busy with my craft, but I haven't had time to do a video because if I did a video, it would take time away from the projects that I've been working on and just didn't want to take the time away from them. Anyway, so we'll just jump right in. Again, welcome to everybody who's new. Thanks for stopping by. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Ravelry as Crochet Rossetti. And you can find me on brain fart. Oh my God, what's the shop? Etsy. Sorry guys. As Crochet Rossetti Art, one word. Right now my shop is currently empty. I'm hoping to have a change in that soon. Yeah. Again, life. It's been busy. Very busy. So let's jump in. My last video, I showed a hat that I made using yarns from Arkansas Yarns, and I read the pattern wrong and I used the wrong size needles, so they were too small. The hat came out too small, and I was gonna save it for someday when little ones are running around, grandkids or whatever, and I decided that hopefully will be not for a very long time because they're still too young. Anyway, so I ripped it back. I made a hat. Again, I did the same one. It's a Hallmark. It's called the 1 Hour Hallmark or movie hat. I don't have the pattern beside me. I can't remember where I put it, but I'm sure if you did a Google search, you could find it. Probably a free pattern, I would imagine. Very easy, very fun. This yarn is so heavenly. And then, you know, the tied on pom-pom. And so you can take it off when you wash it. But I'm so happy that I went back and ripped it back and did it over. Yes, I am very happy. So after that, I lost my Crojo a little bit, and I wanted to use some older yarns that I picked up on clearance when I bought some yarns at Walmart. And I believe, I don't even remember the name of the yarns, but I knitted up a couple hats for donation. Nothing fancy. I did a little crazy little pom-pom thingy there. And just something to throw in the donation bin. And then I did another one. Just a plain old beanie. And I did a knit cowl to match the hat. And yeah, they came out okay. Like again, you know, I can't necessarily say that I'm a new knitter anymore because it's been over a year, I believe. I don't know, guys. I didn't even know how old I was on my birthday this past weekend. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I did a cowl to match, and that'll also go into the donation bin. So I'm going to try to work through some of the older acrylic yarns and I don't know, drop them off at a homeless shelter or whatever. Yeah, and get that done. I am way out of practice. I apologize. We're just going to go with it. I did crochet a few shawls. After I did that, it was almost like, okay, I'm ready to crochet something. And I was watching Tracey from I Love Loopy Crochet and Treasures, and she had one of those crochet surprise boxes with a pattern in it, and it was called, I think it's a Tendril Shawl. Yes, the Tendril Shawl. Now, I started reading the pattern, trying to go by the written pattern, and I found the wording to be a little bit confusing. It could be me, I don't know. But they have a chart, So I just followed the chart, and I loved making this. So this is the Tendril Shawl here. And for this one here, I'll show you one that's not on the mannequin after. This one was using Delia, 100% cotton. The color is number 4. I personally would not do any. I loved the yarn. I love the color. I love the texture that it makes. But I ran into a problem once I got to, because it was a pull center cake. When I got to the end of the cake, it got tangled. Now with this yarn, it's like, I don't know, I think it's like 4 threads held together. So I got tangled and I couldn't get untangled, and I got very frustrated. So this is probably not a yarn that I would personally use again. As much as I love it, I don't want to deal with yarn in knots. So that was the thing, and I wasn't happy with that. But again, I love Hobbii. I love their products. This is the first time I've ever had a problem with one of the yarns. It could have been just a bad cake of yarn. That could have been as simple as that. I did make another one, and this one I'll show you, not on the mannequin. And this one I used the Cotton Kings Twirls Deluxe, 100% cotton, and the colorway is number 2. Now, obviously, I'm trying to use up some of my cakes. This pattern, oh, I still weave in my ends. Oh, if you can see it, I mean, look how gorgeous that is. And I made mine extra big. I didn't stop when you were supposed to stop. I just kept going because I wanted to use up as much of the cake as possible. But look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Love, love, love it. And I'm gonna make more because I just love this pattern. And it's relaxing. You can watch TV. You know, with knitting, I have to spend more time thinking. Well, we're not gonna really do that right now. Anyway, you saw what it looks like. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, I love it. So I have 2 of these. I might gift one, maybe both, I'm not sure. But I just love the way it goes from almost like this holey texture to a solid line every so many inches. I just love it. And I love the way it has the ridges. So that's a Tendril Shawl. I did pay for this pattern. I believe it was only a couple dollars. Wasn't that much money. So I did 2 of those. Again, watching TV. Very easy, great beginner pattern. Addictive, so to say. But I absolutely loved it. Again, I don't remember how much I paid for the pattern though. Yeah, so that's that. I also did a shawl using Carrie Penny from the Happy Crafty Homemaker. She did a tutorial on a half circle crescent type shawl. So I followed that pattern, and for that one I used, take the thing off, I safety pinned it on so that I wouldn't forget to show the yarn. This one was another twister, but it was a 55% cotton, 45% acrylic, and that's color number 34. And this one has to have the ends weaved in too. And that's this one. It's almost like a sunset. Came out absolutely gorgeous in this yarn. I love this yarn. I love Hobbie's yarns. So that's that one. Very easy, very beginner friendly. Yeah, I loved doing this. It actually came out awesome. That might be another gift for somebody. So that's 3 shawls. And then I was itching for another one to use up another cake again. So I've used up 1, 2, 3, 4 cakes of my Hobbii yarn since I talked to you guys last. And this one was a pattern by Hobbii, and this was a free pattern. Let's see if I can find the name of it. The Happiness Shawl. I printed it out in black and white because I didn't want to use up all my color. And that's this one here. Oop. And it's absolutely, again, addictive. So much fun to work on. We'll make another one. Can you see it? Love the colors. Here, let me just take it off. The yarn that I used for this one, and another one that doesn't have the winds. This is another twister, 55% cotton, 45% acrylic. And this color number is 30. I absolutely love these colors. Look how gorgeous that is. I mean, love it. Love the way they blended together. Love the feel of it. It's very squishy and soft. That was a free pattern, in case you're interested in making one, over on Hobie's website. So that's another shawl. That's another cake down. And then I was looking through, I have a coffee table that is an old storage thing with the cedar wood inside, and I keep yarns in there, and I had a bunch of Premier, is it Premier? No, Knit Picks, acrylic yarn. So I decided to play with color working. And which one did I do first? I think I did this one first. So I did a hat. I believe I followed the Smells Great guy on YouTube. He has a pattern for the Ross hat. I followed his numbers. The only difference was I stopped when it got to the point where I'd have to put DPNs in, and I just cinched it. But it's a very easy pattern. I love it. It's a great source, a resource to go to for different weights of yarn, because he has it all there for you. He has all the math done, and I don't want to be bothered with math. I don't like math, never have. So yeah, that's one of the hats I did with the Knit Picks Bravo, I believe it was, worsted. So yeah, there's one. Then I decided to do another one. So I did this one here. Again, I followed the Ross hat pattern, and I did it until I got to the DPN, where I would have to do DPNs, and I cinched it. You can see a little bit of a seam here where I changed colors, but that's okay. I mean, these will go in the donation bin too, these hats here. It was practice, and you know, trying to learn something new. You see all these patterns out there where they do all those color changes. I wanted to see how well I could do at it, because I would love to do, I found a hat pattern that I wanted to make, and it uses like 3 different colors in a chart. This was just me playing around. And then my last one that I did was me just fudging a pattern myself and doing what I wanted, again, following the Ross, and I did it till the DPNs, and then I cinched it shut. But I really liked this, and I feel like my yarn, I don't know if they call it floats, whatever, they're not tight. I kept them nice and loose. So yeah, it was a great practice. And if you look inside, they don't look so bad either. You know what I mean? They don't look very messy at all. So I'm pretty proud of that. So that was something new that I learned, and I liked it. So that's 3 more hats beside the other 2 in the cowl that will go into my donation bin for next year. Okay, now I was watching the Naughty Knitwits, and I think her name's Leslie, the blonde one. Love them. And she was showing, I got a few things that I did that she showed, and I did. She was doing a Slouchy Hat, and I did bring the pattern over for this time. I didn't follow the pattern exactly. I did a 2.5-inch rib. This was a free pattern. It's called the Sockhead Hat by Kelly McClure. And I did it a little bit different. So what she did is she took some of her row 1 minis and she randomly picked some and she just knit a hat. And she was saying, you know, she was sitting down watching TV, it was relaxing, which it was, and it was a very quick make, and I'm planning on making another one because I loved it, but this time I'm gonna do the 4-inch brim so that it folds up. This one here, it is slouchy. I love the way it turned out. I love the randomness of colors. Again, this is just a 2.5 inch instead of, I don't even think it's 2.5, it's just shy of 2.5. And yeah, I'm gonna make the bigger one next time, but it slouches very nicely. It fits me perfect. I'm not gonna put it on because I have a hair clip in. This time I did my decreases and I was so proud of myself. I did them all the way to the center. What I did is I used 2 double pointed, was it 9-inch? 9-inch or 16-inch? Two 16-inch circular needles. When I got to the point where I couldn't work in the round anymore, and then I just separated the stitches and worked them till I was done. And I was so proud of myself. I had 10 stitches left on when I cinched off, which is what the pattern called for. My very neat decreases. This is probably my best decrease yet. Everything's a learning process. What I did, and I'll show you, look how cute that's gonna look. Oh my God, so cute. Anyway, what I did is, ready? I'm gonna show you my row 1 yarns. I collect them and collect them and collect them until the jar gets full. Can you stand it? This is awesome. This is like fiber gold, right? For scrappy projects. That's the only subscription I did not cancel. Why? Because I love seeing yarns from other companies. I've been getting the row 1s for a couple of years now, and I really, really love the scrappy projects with it. And to me, it's worth the money just to play with all these beautiful colors randomly. Love it. So that, I believe, is all of my finished projects. That's a lot. I talk too fast, don't I? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 shawls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hats, 1 cowl, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hats, 1 cowl, and I have 3 ongoing whips. That's not saying that I don't have more than 3 whips, because I do. I'm just not working on them right now. Actually, I had a few that I had to go back, pull out. They're still in the project bag to do the project, and I plan on doing the project. My number count got off, and they were both knitting patterns. I believe there was 1 crochet pattern that I didn't have to rip that out. I just kind of lost the zen for that. And the 2 knitted ones I had to pull back because my numbers were off to start over. So let's start with my knitting whips. So I ordered these beautiful, beautiful, okay, so this does count as a buy. I love these baskets. They were, I want to say $30, maybe $40 for 2 baskets. It might have even been cheaper, to be honest with you. It came with a smaller one, and then it came with the bigger one. So in the smaller one right now, I am working on, this is a paid for pattern. If you order the yarn that they suggest, they do have a kit at Webs. Yeah, webs, and it's expensive. The yarn is not cheap, but it's heavenly. And this is for me. So I am going with the expensive yarn. So right now I am working on from Irish Shrier, the Easy Celebrity Poncho. And you get 2 patterns with this. And I don't remember how much I paid for it. It was under 10, I believe. But again, you get 2 patterns for that. So it's worth it. So I was actually working on it this morning. This yarn makes me so happy. This is called Art Yarns Merido Cloud. It's an 80% extra fine merino, and it's a 20% cashmere, and there's 437 yards per hank. And it's a tweed. It's so soft, you guys. It's like butter. I mean, look at the colors in there. There's some black, there's some cranberry, cream, some pink. I love it. Some grays. It's absolutely gorgeous yarn. The one order that I did place recently was I did order this yarn in a different color because the second pattern she has is called the Easy Collar Poncho, and I want to make that one also. So let's see. So this is what I have so far. I need to get to 18 inches from the bottom cuff up, and then I can start the neck, which I'll knit so many stitches and then cast off so many and then recast on for the other side. So, but yeah, I'm loving it. I love the zenniness. I love the softness of this yarn, and I cannot wait to wear it. It's so soft. It's like cloud soft. I mean, the name is just perfect for it. And it makes me happy every time I get to my Purl section. I have my little owls that I have to pass. I forget where I got these. I bought them on Etsy from one of the shops there. But I love my owls, so I get to see those every time I get to the end, and it's like a little game. So that's that whip. I highly recommend this pattern. I love it. And I think it's gonna be nice and cozy, you know, just to throw over a long sleeve top when you're heading out, maybe to the school to pick up the kids, or you wanna go for a walk, or I could fancy up and wear it over a dress shirt with a pair of slacks or a skirt, whatever. I think it would be perfect for that. All right, so my next project I can blame on Leslie again from the Naughty Knitwits. She showed the half and half triangle wrap, which is a free pattern from Purl Soho. Now, it's a pattern using a different type of yarn that I've ever used before. And again, I will say I love this yarn, and you'll see that in a minute because I did purchase more. Yeah. Anyway, it's called Linen Quill, and it's a fine Highland wool, and it's an alpaca and a linen. So it's 50% Highland wool, 35% alpaca, and 15% linen. And I love it. I love the feel. I love the drape. I love the feel of it as it swishes right off the needles. It's like so mesmerizing. It's very, very comforting to knit, and I like it's what I want to knit on. But I am making the large size, so it takes 3 of each color for each triangle. And I learned so much doing this. I learned how to wrap and turn. I learned how to knit the wrap with the turn. I mean, I love, love, love this. So I can't show you, I mean, it's huge. This is one triangle here. I mean, it's gonna be the size of a blanket, but you fold it over to wear as a wrap. And then I started on the cream, so I'm working on my second triangle right now. I did have to order some needle holders from Amazon, the Addy ones, because I went to go show my husband the progress of it one night, and all the stitches slipped off. I'm like, maybe, well, not all of them, like 10, and I freaked out. So I bought one of these so that way when I pull it out, it's safe. But I really, really love it. Love, love, love it. So this color here, see if I saved I have this much left of the corally color. And did I save the wrapper for that? Okay, it's called Bright Flamingo. Okay, color number 1256. And the cream is called Pale Oats, color number 1001. The last time I looked, because I did purchase more, because the color, I bought enough to do 3 half and half wraps. But when I looked at the colors that I chose to go together, I wasn't happy with them. So I ordered more colors to have more of a variety to offset each other. So I'll show you what I'm gonna do in a minute, but I really like this pattern. Again, I could see it being a nice beginner-friendly pattern. I did have to watch a video on how to wrap and turn, and it took me a while to be able to wrap my head around. Like, I think I thought it was gonna be harder than it was, but when I stopped, I mean, for days, I watched videos, wrap and turn, all different people. There was no tutorial for this shawl doing the way it is in the pattern. Yeah, so after thinking about it, sitting back, relaxing, just do what it says in the pattern. I'm like, it's a no-brainer. It was that easy. I was shocked. So there's that project. So what I did is I ended up purchasing, oh good, a lot more. Because originally I had picked out colors to go together that didn't quite mesh. So I decided to do the red color with this color now. So that'll be another one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do, got 2 different color blues. Yeah, so I'm not sure, see, one's a little bit lighter and one's a little bit darker. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the 2 blues together. I might not wanna do that, or if I'm gonna do the pink and the teal, and then do this color and the gray together. I think that'll look nice. So, color choices for when I finally get to the point where I'm ready for another one, which isn't gonna be long. I think I'm getting there. Oh, I got 2 more. So say 1.5 cakes once I cake it up. Just haven't done it because I was lazy the past couple of days. But I still have a little bit left before I have to cake it up. Okay. And my last whip that I'm working on is a granny stripe blanket. And I had all of these minis in here. And these are all from Pencil Box Kits. And that's the name of the yarns. I believe I got them from Webs. What I'm doing is while I'm watching TV, I'm rolling them into balls. And I'm doing 2 rows of each color per stripe. And whatever's left will go to a knitted chiffon blanket, I believe. I was watching the Smells Great guy, and he was showing a chiffon blanket that he's working on knitted. And I think he said he got the pattern from Bernat, I'm not sure. So I'm thinking about doing that one next. So here it is so far. Loving it. Loving the randomness of all the colors. I did follow a pattern for this, and I didn't like the way they ended it, so the next time I do it, I'm going to do it differently. I have my Fruit Loops and my s'mores stitch marker there. Yeah, see at the end, it looks like that. And I did weave in the ends down here. I'm gonna do a border, so it's not really a big deal this time, but I feel like every row should end. If you don't have a cluster, there needs to be another double crochet or something there to even it out, and going through. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it because I don't like the way that end looks. This one's perfect. And that's with just chain one, and then for the shell, and then do the 3 shells, or chain 2 and then go right into the hole. So it's very neat, and I like the way that looks. So I'm gonna have to rethink that a bit. So that's my whip. I'm loving it. I can't wait to start another blanket after that one. And I believe that's all I have to share, guys. It's kind of a lot, but I want to keep this at 30 minutes because the last time I did a video was almost an hour and it took forever to download. So thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. If you like, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I will hopefully see you guys sooner than later. Talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.